I'll say it right here and right now. There is always room in this world for another great theme park management title. Ever since the original theme park, which I convinced my parents was educational so they would buy it for me, I have been in love with this niche subgenre. But the well has been a little dry of late. Planet Coaster came out a few years ago now, and while there is no doubt it was great, it was a little too much on the management side and less on the whimsy than I would have liked. In comes Park Beyond, a new entry in the genre that looks to add more whimsy than you can poke a fairy floss covered stick at. I have to say, Park Beyond makes things very clear on this point from the very start of the game. Your first challenge as a park designer is to create a roller coaster from your apartment block to the entrance of a nearby theme park. It is a great way to lead into the game and give players some hands-on with the incredibly robust and intuitive roller coaster design tools that are the star attraction. I mean it when I say I have never played a game in this genre with such a powerful yet easy to use design tool. Everything snaps together, there is a wonderful test tool that allows problems to be quickly identified, and everything is designed to take the fiddly nature of building death-defying rides and smooth out the experience to minimise the frustration. There are a host of loops, corkscrews and crazy turns, all pre-built, and they can all be added with ease. Everything is logical and clearly spelled out, so no one, and I mean no one, should get lost when diving in. But Park Beyond is more than just a roller coaster builder. This is a fully fledged business sim, and unlike most of the genre, it has a fully fledged story to go with it. It isn't much of a story, but it is a nice connection between each mission, and it allows players to make some choices on how these missions will play out. Do you target kids or teens? Will your theme be cowboys or aliens? What is your focus, family fun or the extreme? All of these choices play out in some cheesy but fun cutscenes that feature larger-than-life characters and over-the-top dialogue. It is fun, silly, and totally appropriate to the game. Once the campaign missions kick off, the smart design choices once again take the fore. Everything, and I mean everything about this game, has been carefully considered as to how to provide players with the most intuitive experience possible. From creating paths to brand new rides, everything just works without any frustrating placement issues or pathfinding. Creating a row of new shops that automatically connect together to create a fast food Voltron is wonderful, and the ease at which I could get janitors and entertainers to patrol the park was just a blessing. So many of these types of sim games put people off with the need to micromanage every aspect, every detail. But with Park Beyond, the devs have realised that busy work isn't fun, and have automated a lot of it without ever reducing the power the player has in creating their perfect theme park. I feel like this design philosophy comes from the fact that the game is being released on consoles at launch too. Micromanaging with a mouse and keyboard is one thing, but trying to do it with a controller would be nightmare-inducing.
Rather special force.
So taking this path and automating things that don't really need player input means that players can focus on the important parts, like managing budgets, building rides and pleasing guests. As a result, I feel like Park Beyond has a real potential to be a breakout hit and attract players who wouldn't usually be into this sort of business sim. In a game that clearly identifies smart design choices, this is potentially the biggest one.
To wild stallions, after all.
Oh, but what a ride you get when you do, Izzy! It may bump your rump, but you don't forget that experience in a hurry.
Well, lawsuits and health and safety issues notwithstanding, Cloudstormer's fiscal situation is perilously close to catastrophic collapse.
Sounds exciting. But I think what Izzy is trying...
Another key difference between Park Beyond and other theme park games is the willingness to embrace the crazy. Impossification, the game calls it. It's the act of amping a ride to physics-breaking levels. For example, the octopus ride no longer spins carriages around, it throws them through the air. The roller coaster starts with riders getting shot out of a cannon onto a piece of track 50 metres away. And the pirate ship just simply jets into the sky. It goes hand in hand with the game's inherent silliness and allows players to go truly crazy, especially when creating roller coasters. I can't wait to see what the community comes up with in the future because the creative potential is enormous. In all, I'm incredibly hyped for Park Beyond. It is shaping up to be a truly wonderful entry in a genre I have loved for decades. The great look, crossed with the seriously impressive design philosophy, has me feeling ultra positive about its upcoming release. But the good news is you don't have to believe me. You can try it for yourself. The game has a closed beta coming on the 9th of May and it's going through to the 19th of May. And to register, you simply need to go to the Park Beyond website. You can also find the link in the show notes below. Special thanks to Bandai Namco Australia for giving us early access to this preview build of Park Beyond. It's wonderful to be able to go hands-on with a game in this state. We'd also like to say head over to player2.net.au and check out everything we do in news, reviews, previews, videos, podcasts and opinion pieces. Like and subscribe the video down below, it helps us beat that nasty YouTube algorithm, and we do have a patron if you feel so inclined. But thank you for joining me for this video preview of Park Beyond. Keep an eye out for it, it's looking to be a great one.